Just some thoughts this morning. A perspective from afar. Ha! Because I'm a Farr. Get that? Farr. Yeah, I knew Dylan would appreciate that. Anyway, I was thinking about last night, students, and I was just real appreciative of all the students that show up on any given night. I think, they may show up to school, sports, events out in the community, and not feel very welcomed or appreciated, because they're kind of like, they're teenagers, and there's this perspective of where they're middle schoolers. Ooh, even worse. There's this perspective of like, they're just disruptive and not respectful, and all they want to do is be on their phones, and they don't know how to work, and blah, 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 blah. And a bunch of old people complain about them all the time. But I love teenagers. I love middle schoolers because there's so much potential there. They're just not there yet. And that's kind of the perspective I wanted to point out to you guys. They may not be respectful, but it doesn't mean they're not respectful. They're just not respectful yet. They may not listen or seem like they're listening. They're just not listening yet. They may not understand, or they may not appreciate, or they may not, whatever, fill in the blank, but it's just a yet. They're in a not yet stage. The term teenager didn't come around until the 70s. And I guess it's just kind of to help us label or describe this in-between stage, this not yet stage, because we're not really trying to raise children. We're trying to raise adults. We're trying to inspire, encourage, and motivate, inform these young minds and bodies into being well-adapted adults, faith-loving, full of faith, young men and women. And as I sat during small group last night looking at the different people that were there, very appreciative that they would even come. Some of them believe in Jesus, some of them don't. But the potential that's there is exciting. It's just not yet. And Chance and I are dealing with these 8th grade boys that are just unruly sometimes, but just not yet. They're just not there yet, but they will be. And so I just want to kind of give you that perspective as we deal with these teenagers, whether they're focused or not focused, or whether they seem like they're paying attention or not paying attention. They're just not there yet, but they will be. And so let's just keep pushing into them and keep praying, keep working, keep just keep going at it. Keep loving on them and showing up in their lives and being consistent. And even when we have to get upset at them, or I say discipline, quote unquote, discipline them, but we're not necessarily, there's a negative connotation of that word. I just mean like having to bring correction to them, even when things are difficult. Just remember they're adults in training. There's so much potential there. And just because it doesn't feel like we're getting through, or feel like it's making a difference, or feel like they're being respectful or any of that, it's just not yet. They'll get there. Let's just keep pushing into them.